also some people in your class that I would consider stalkers. At least that's the way I've experienced them the first time. My wife and I were at Wendy's on Creedmoor Road, eating a wonderful supper bought specifically from the 99-cent menu. 99-cent fries, 99-cent Frosties, 99-cent stacks, you know, that type of thing. Senior beverage if they offer one. When in came this kid. This is obviously meaningful to you. In came this kid that I did not know, but I recognized him as probably being from Raleigh Charter, or at least, you know, from some school that I substituted. Hello, Mr. Jacobs, how are you? He came over and shook my hand and shook my wife's hand. And I said to him, I said, are you from Raleigh Charter? Yes, he's from Raleigh Charter, and he gave us his name and went away. And then he gave his friend, and he shook hands. And this continued. I would come back and substitute, you know, a month later, and this kid would go, hello, Mr. Jacobs, how are you? And I was always nervous about that, you know. I don't know the kid, you know, at all, really, and, you know, is he being, you know, serious about anyway, I was nervous. The last time this happened, I was substituting for somebody, and in the classroom there was a microwave oven, and it was during DLA time. There was a girl standing there at the microwave heating up something, I don't know what. In came the kid, how do you do, Mr. Jacobs, all this type of thing. In came his friend, how do you do, Mr. Jacobs, how are you? Then they left. I said to the girl, do you know these guys? She was so smart. She said, I know of them. I thought that was good. All right, some practical things. Guys, learn to do your own laundry. It's water, it's chemicals, it's electricity. This is men's work. Anybody can sort lights from darks. I mean, that's nothing. I mean, but the rest of it. So learn to do your own laundry. Girls, make sure your husband or spouse does his own laundry. I mean, just teach your children to do their own laundry. Guys, learn how to carry your wife's purse. Or your girlfriend's purse. She's going to do this to you. She's going to forget it in the restaurant, and you're going to have to go back in there and get the thing. Do not carry it like this, as though it were icky or something like that. Don't try to carry it under your armpit. That won't work either. Just, you know, carry it. I had to do that with somebody at AP testing. I had to carry their purse down the hallway to the front office at Raleigh Charter, and I just stopped. Was it yours, wasn't it? There you go. And it was pink, I think, wasn't it? Yes. And I kept asking people, do you think this goes with my outfit today and stuff like that? And it almost did. I think I was wearing tan pants or something that day, whatever it was. So, you know, learn to carry a girl's purse. Women, get the gaudiest purse you can find. Get a pink one, or one with, you know, spangles on it or something that's shiny, so that it'll be a real test of your relationship with this person. Think about that. Another thing for the men, try to remember things that are important to women. Try to remember some things. I mean, you're going to get quizzed, for example. My wife will say to me, don't you remember when we had them over for supper? Maybe I remember that. Well, don't you remember he sat there and she sat there? No. Don't you remember we had that chicken dish you like? I don't think I remember that either. A colleague back in Minnesota said that the women met on Thursday evenings and studied memory practice, memory training. That this is a secret that we aren't supposed to know, but it seems to be true. It seems to be true. And so I would say to the women, be patient with your guys. I mean, they're hopeless. I mean, they just don't know what's going on. Another thing, women, girls, learn how to drive a straight shift car. You'll be a superior woman for having done that. You probably can't use your boyfriend's car to learn how to do this, though. That would be too painful. You know, you've got to have somebody else help you, your husband or boy. But learn how to drive one. Someday you'll like that. I liked your reference to the Dr. Seuss book. I got that, or one of our kids got that when he graduated. Not sure they'd been written when I graduated from high school. But go places, I would say. I think that Dr. Seuss says, oh, the places you go, oh, the things you will see. And I would say go some places, especially go places that you East Coasters, you stay you always stay on the East Coast. You go north and south, less east and west. So go out to Kansas and see what it's like out there. Go see Glacier National Park. Go see Yellowstone National Park. Go see the Grand Canyon. Go to Minnesota, my favorite state, and go up north where the lakes are by the thousands, and you can go to an outfitter and you rent a canoe and you paddle it down the end of this lake, and then you pick the thing up and carry it over some piece of land to the next lake, and you paddle down to the end of that one and you make a circle like that, and you eventually come back to the outfitters. It's an awesome thing. So travel, go places. Last thing I would say to you would be, get out of here. I mean, the school is done with you. I mean, they're treating you very nicely here today. They're giving you a wonderful ceremony. You've got funny hats and everything like that. They're going to give you diplomas. We've had wonderful speeches and music and things, but there's a very subtle message here of, you're done. Get out of here. The lottery has been held. There is no room for you in the school anymore. This is not the first time this has happened to you. This happened the moment you were born. Your mother's body said, I cannot stand this thing in me any longer. Get it out of here. I've known women who, when they were still pregnant, would say, I can't wait for this baby to be born. I'm so sick and tired of walking around like this, hanging on to this baby. And, so it started then. And then their parents kicked you out of the house and sent you to kindergarten and all the way along the line. And this is the current step. Yeah, because you will have more. They're going to kick you out of college. They're going to kick you out of, where you're going to have to get out of here. So I certainly wish you good health. I wish you safety. I wish you very interesting lives. You're never going to take Raleigh Charter out of you, even though they've, sold the building and you're going to go build to another place. That happens. That happens. So good luck to you. And Dr. Humble, get them out of here. Time to go.